There's a moment that happens dozens of times a day in your home, and you probably don't even notice it. Your baby locks eyes with you for a fraction of a second, then looks away, then looks back. Most parents think nothing of it. Some even feel a little rejected, like the baby got bored of them. But neuroscientists call that tiny look away one of the most sophisticated things a developing brain can do. Here's the reframe. Your baby isn't disengaging. They're regulating. They're managing the intensity of connection the way an adult might take a breath in the middle of an emotional conversation. Their brain is doing something extraordinary, and it's easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking at. That's what this video is about. 7 things smart, healthy, beautifully developing babies do every single day that most parents either overlook or misread entirely. I'll warn you, number 5 is the one that surprises parents most, and number 3 is the one that tends to bring people to tears, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let's begin. 1. The look away. You're playing with your baby. They're engaged, bright-eyed, and then suddenly they turn their head to the side and seem to zone out. You might lean in, wave a hand, try to get them back, but they're not gone. Research into early infant attention, including work built on the foundational studies of pediatrician T. Barry Brazelton, shows that this gaze aversion is a self-regulation strategy. The baby's nervous system has reached a peak of stimulation, and looking away is how they process and recover without shutting down completely. In plain terms, your baby is brilliant enough to know when they need a beat. Let them take it. Sit quietly. Don't chase the gaze. The return, and there will be a return, is the reward. 2. Babbling at nothing. You walk into the room and your 4-month-old is lying there, staring at the ceiling fan, having what sounds like a full conversation with no one. It seems like filler. It is not filler. Patricia Kuhl's research at the University of Washington's Institute for Learning and Brain Sciences found that babbling is the infant brain actively mapping the phonetic landscape of language, building the neural architecture for every word the child will ever speak. Each vocalization, even the aimless-sounding ones, is a rehearsal. What this means for you is simple. Respond. Not with correction, not with performance, just with conversation. Oh, really? Tell me more. Mirror their sounds back. You're not being silly. You're being a scaffolding partner for a developing brain. 3. Watching your face when something new happens. A door slams. A dog barks. The vacuum starts. Before your baby decides how to feel about it, they look at you. This is called social referencing, and it is one of the most quietly profound things your child will ever do. Researchers, including Joseph Campos, have documented how infants as young as 8 or 9 months use a caregiver's facial expression as an instruction manual for how to interpret the world. Your face is not just comfort, it is information. It is the baby's first map of what is safe, what is exciting, what is worth fearing. When your baby looks at you after something startles them, and you meet that look with a calm, warm expression, you are literally regulating their nervous system in real time. So when the unexpected happens, resist the urge to freeze or overreact. Take a breath. Smile softly. You're telling them, this world is okay. I've got you. 4. Dropping things over and over and over. I want you to feel some relief before I say this one, because you've probably already lost your patience over it at least once. Your baby drops the spoon, you hand it back. They drop it again, you hand it back. They look at you and drop it again. They are not trolling you. Well, maybe a little. But underneath the chaos, they're running an experiment. Jean Piaget's framework for sensory motor development describes this exact behavior as the infant testing the laws of physical reality, gravity, object permanence, cause and effect, and crucially, the responsiveness of you. Every time you hand it back, you confirm, actions have consequences, and the world responds to me. That's not a small thing for a brain to learn. You don't have to endlessly retrieve the spoon, but when you can, know that the repetition isn't meaningless. It's science. 5. Imitating you when they think you're not watching. This is the one. You make a face, scrunch your nose, stick out your tongue, raise your eyebrows, and then you look away. And a few seconds later, if you glance back, you might catch your baby doing it back, quietly, privately, like they're practicing it for themselves. Andrew Meltzoff at the University of Washington found that imitation in infants begins far earlier than most people assume, within hours of birth in some cases. But what surprised researchers wasn't just the imitation, it was that babies imitate selectively, with purpose, and often with a delay, processing and then reproducing, not just mirroring. Your baby is learning what it means to be a person by watching you be one.
This is why the moments you don't think count, the way you handle frustration, the way you laugh, the way you look at your partner, are being quietly filed away, not as trauma, not as damage, just as data. You don't have to perform, you just have to show up as yourself. 6. Pausing before reaching for something scary or new. You put something unfamiliar in front of your baby, a new texture, a strange object, something that crinkles or moves, and they go still. They don't reach, they study. Parents sometimes worry this is fear, or slowness, or shyness. It's actually the hallmark of what developmental psychologists call an inhibited or careful processing style, and decades of research, including work from Jerome Kagan at Harvard, suggest that babies who pause before engaging with novelty often develop into children with stronger impulse regulation and more deliberate decision-making. The pause is not hesitation. The pause is thought. Honor it. Don't rush them toward the new thing. Don't pull it away because they seem uncertain. Let them take the time they're asking for, then watch them reach. 7. Crying differently for different things. Your baby has a different cry for hunger than for loneliness than for overstimulation. You know this. You feel it in your body even when you can't name it. What you might not know is that this differentiation is two-way, and your ability to distinguish them is itself a developmental event. Research published in journals studying parent-infant attunement shows that when caregivers accurately read and respond to different cry types, babies develop a more nuanced ability to signal. Essentially, their communication becomes more sophisticated because yours did first. You are not just responding to your baby's development, you are co-creating it. Every time you pause and ask yourself, is this the hungry cry or the lonely cry? You are participating in one of the most ancient and important feedback loops in human biology. Trust the instinct you're building. It's real, and it's working. All of this, the look away, the babbling, the face-checking, the dropping, the secret imitation, the careful pause, the differentiated cry, it's not random. It's not noise. It is a small person doing the most sophisticated thing any organism on Earth has ever done, building a mind in real time, using you as both the environment and the mirror. You are not just keeping them alive. You are the conditions under which a human being is becoming themselves.